Hello and welcome to the Rhythm Healthcare family. We're glad you're here. You may be new to oxygen therapy, or you may have been on oxygen for a while but haven't had the opportunity to travel by airplane yet. Either way, you're in the right place. This short video will help you to understand what you need to do prior to flying on an airplane with your oxygen. At Rhythm Healthcare, we know that the ability to travel means things like seeing your granddaughter's ballet recital or your son's wedding. It might mean seeing the Grand Canyon or winning at the slot machine on the Las Vegas Strip. Your portable oxygen concentrator, POC, can help you travel to the places you love. This short video is designed to assist you with preparing to travel with your POC and feeling comfortable and confident. This video is for informational purposes only and is not intended to provide medical advice. Only your physician is qualified to advise you if your medical condition will allow you to travel with your oxygen. The FAA does not allow the use of stationary oxygen concentrators, personal compressed oxygen tanks, or liquid oxygen on board the aircraft. You will not be permitted to board the aircraft with this equipment. Only a portable oxygen concentrator that is qualified can be taken on board the aircraft. You may find resources on the internet or even on the pages of the airlines themselves that state that specific concentrators are approved by name brand. This information is outdated as the laws changed in 2016. The final rule titled Oxygen and Portable Oxygen Concentrators for Medical Use by Passengers replaces the previous process and allows passengers to use a POC on board an aircraft if the POC satisfies certain acceptance criteria and bears a label indicating conformance with the acceptance criteria. You can see the labeling on the next frame of this video. Instead of approving individual brands of POCs, the FAA now accepts POC devices that have the correct labeling on the device. All Rhythm portable oxygen concentrators have the labeling required by the FAA, stating the manufacturer of the POC has determined that it conforms to the applicable FAA acceptance criteria and use aboard aircraft. The disclaimer is on the back of the POC in the photo, as indicated by the white arrow. Let's take a moment to discuss best practices and things to know when preparing to fly with your POC. It is normal to feel a bit anxious or apprehensive about flying with your oxygen. Taking a moment to do a little pre-trip preparation can provide you with the confidence and comfort level you need. Let's look at some of those best practices now. First, check with your physician to see if it's safe for you to fly with medical oxygen. Only your physician can determine if this is safe for you. Second, start making plans with your airline early. Later in this video, we will share some of the guidelines for some of the most common U.S. airlines. Third, if the airline requires forms or documents, consider printing those out to make it easier to show if needed. Make sure to allow plenty of extra time for check-in. Many airlines allow those needing extra assistance to board first, so that you can get settled on the plane with your equipment. Finally, airlines do not count your POC as a piece of carry-on luggage, so no need to worry about that. It may, however, make sense to check your bag so you have one less thing to worry about. You may also want to ask for wheelchair assistance to the gate and/or aboard the aircraft. Rhythm Healthcare is pleased to share some of the most common U.S. carriers and some of their rules and regulations. These include American Airlines, Delta Airlines, Southwest Airlines, United Airlines, and Frontier Airlines. This information was accessed in October of 2023. Rhythm Healthcare does not guarantee the accuracy of this information and always urges every patient to check with their airline prior to flight to confirm the current rules and regulations at any given time. If your airline isn't on here, we recommend going to the airline's individual website and typing "Traveling with Oxygen" into the main search bar to find more detailed information, or calling the airline's Special Assistance Service line. American provides the following guidance on its website, which was accessed in October of 2023. Before you board, check in at the gate so an agent can confirm that your POC is approved for use in flight. Test that you can operate the POC and respond to its alarm. Explain the phases of the flight when the POC will be operable. Check your supply of fully charged batteries to power the POC no less than 150% for the duration of the flight and ground connection time, including unanticipated delays. Additional information: POC must fit underneath the seat in front of you during taxi, takeoff, and landing. Some seats may be unavailable due to limited under-seat space. You cannot sit in an emergency exit, bulkhead, or any seat that blocks another passenger's aisle access if you have a POC in flight. You may use your POC while away from your seat only when the Fasten Seatbelt sign is off. POCs must be free of oil, grease, or other petroleum products, in good condition, and free from damage or other signs of excessive wear or abuse. Delta Airlines has one of the more complex set of requirements for traveling with oxygen, so if you're traveling Delta, please pay close attention to the next slides. We will continue with Delta Airlines requirements. Your own FAA-approved POC or a rented-approved POC is allowed in the aircraft cabin. Please complete our POC approval and battery approval request form and fax or email it to your oxygen provider, Oxygen to Go, at the contact information listed on the statement at least 48 hours prior to departure. If your Delta ticketed flight is operated by a partner airline, contact them directly for their policy regarding medical oxygen, or inquire with Oxygen to Go at 866-692-0040. The website for Oxygen to Go is www.oxygentogo.com. So in summary, for Delta, you can follow the steps outlined. Step-by-step guide to using your POC. If you have your own equipment, you may use that equipment by completing the steps below. Complete your travel plans and purchase your ticket. Verify that you or your FAA-approved POC supplier will have the required 150% of battery life for your cumulative flight times. Call Oxygen to Go at 866-692-0040 to discuss your specific battery needs. Oxygen to Go rents batteries for most POCs. At least 48 hours prior to travel, you must complete the POC approval and battery approval request form and fax or email it to Oxygen to Go at the contact information listed on the statement. Failure to submit the POC battery approval request at least 48 hours prior to travel may result in delays or refusal to board. You will receive a telephone confirmation from Oxygen to Go when they've received the completed POC approval and battery approval request form. Contact Oxygen to Go if you do not receive a confirmation call within 24 hours of submission. You must bring the completed POC approval and battery approval request form to the airport to confirm you're traveling with the required number of batteries to last the duration of your flight. Carry the statement with you rather than in checked baggage. If you do not intend to use your FAA-approved POC during flight, you may bring it on board and are not required to travel with 150% of battery life for the duration of the trip. A few things to know about traveling with POCs on board Frontier. A POC may be carried on board for use in the cabin or transported as checked baggage. You should carry enough fully charged batteries to power the device throughout your entire journey, including all ground time between connections, the duration of the flight, and any unexpected delays. All batteries must be transported in carry-on baggage and packaged in a manner that protects them from physical damage and short circuits. You should plan to bring a battery supply equal to at least 150% of scheduled flight time. More information regarding travel with batteries is provided by the U.S. Department of Transportation. Aircraft electrical outlets, plugs, are not available for use with any electronic device. Prior to traveling, passengers must complete the Portable Oxygen Concentrator Medical Authorization Form 30881 or obtain a medical statement from their physician addressing the points on the Frontier Medical Authorization Form. You must provide the completed and signed Frontier Portable Oxygen Concentrator Medical Authorization Form or a medical statement at the airport. Customer service representatives and flight crews will ask to see the document prior to transport. You should alert Southwest in advance that you're traveling with a POC. Here are the instructions from the Southwest website as of October 2023. How to add a POC when booking. On desktop, go to the Special Assistance link on the Passengers and Payment Info screen. On mobile, go to the Special Assistance link on the Passenger screen. How to add a POC to an existing booking. On desktop, manage your reservation and select Special Assistance under the passenger name. On mobile, manage your reservation and select the Edit pencil icon next to the passenger name, then select Special Assistance. If booking through a travel agent, please call 1-800-I-FLY-SWA after the reservation is made. United Airlines provides the following guidelines for traveling on board with oxygen. 1. In order to use your POC on your flight, you must bring a completed and printed copy of the Portable Oxygen Concentrator form. You can access this form at the website shown. 2. You must call and let the airline know at least 24 hours ahead at 1-800-228-2744. 3. You can use an FAA-approved POC during any United flight, but not all United Express flights. When you call before your flight, they'll work with you to make sure you're on a plane that allows POC use. 4. You must bring enough batteries to power your POC during your flight and time at the airport, plus 3 extra hours. We can't guarantee you a seat with in-seat power during your flight. This concludes our video. We hope you found this informative. Rhythm Healthcare wishes you bon voyage. Have a pleasant flight.